8:36 right now in the studio. It's Dustin Flash Waller, or Big Match Dusty, or the Speed Sensation. How many other nicknames do you have, Dustin?
You got them just about right
really?
there. That's about it. To be honest with you, I could probably think of some more, but those are the main ones.
Another question I got to ask: do you give yourself the nicknames in wrestling? Because isn't the rule of thumb is you can't give yourself a nickname?
That is 100% the rule of thumb. So for a certain amount of them, I have not given them to myself.
Okay.
The Speed Sensation was more of my trainer, Paul Roma, was like, you're fast. We need something that's pretty cool that like can go by that. And it's so hard to find something that's new nowadays and that's like not already done and used.
Yeah.
So that was the main one that was like, figure some words out, rhyme them together, Speed Sensation, and there we go.
And then this year it's the Workhorse.
Yeah.
So what brought that nickname on? I mean, obviously because you're just doing it all the time? Or?
Yeah, honestly, it's really just trying to stay as busy as I can, especially this year. Yeah. Not just at the Wrestling Open, which we're probably going to talk about soon, but just everywhere throughout, not just New England, but all over the U.S., just trying to stay as busy as I possibly can because no one's going to promote you for you. That's what I was like. Like, you have to do it yourself. Yeah. My mindset is no one's going to know what I'm doing unless I tell them what I'm doing.
Right. Yeah, that's. I mean, you gotta advocate for yourself. And then, hopefully one day someone will make you an offer to do it for you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's the dream.
And you're not like a rookie here. Have you been doing it for like, has it been 10 years?
I will close.
Close.
Almost
okay.
8. Almost 8. I debuted in 2018, September of 2018. So going on 8 years in September. I started when I was 16. I'm 24 now. So it definitely doesn't feel like it's almost been 8 years,
right?
But it's been an experience for sure.
And what got you into it? Was it the watching the wrestling and starting in the backyard, and who was it that kind of lit that fire under you?
It was honestly my father. He wasn't a big wrestling fan, but it was more just, hey, there's this thing that I know people like. Let's maybe see if it's like something we can just get in together. And just
that's
something
cool.
that my dad just wanted to try to get into with his son, and we ended up watching it. And it was more just like I just got hooked to it. And once I turned 15, I was like, okay, I kind of want to do this. Like, I don't have any like aspirations for anything post high school. I'm like, let's see what we could do with this. And it was honestly independent wrestling, which is what I do now, that really made me realize that I could do this. It was a promotion called Northeast Wrestling that would run out in Connecticut. And I remember going to a show because a guy, Cody Rhodes, was on the show. This was at a time before he went back to the WWE. And he was wrestling someone who goes by the name of Ricochet. Mm-hmm. And I had no idea who Ricochet was, but he was a person wrestling on the independent scene. And he was more my size, a smaller dude, but just flying all around that like no one could imagine. I remember seeing that and being like, wait, like this isn't just like WWE. Like there's not these giant guys that are just like superhero looking dudes. It's like people that like me that can do this. Because I wasn't the biggest, I still am not.
Yeah, you're very slim.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, of course, you tell your mother, I want to be a professional wrestler. And she's like, you see John Cena, I don't know if you look like John. But so it's one of those things where it was like, it just opened this whole new world of like, there's wrestling everywhere.
Yeah. And so how many different like leagues and organizations have you been involved with?
I've wrestled for probably around 100 promotions so far. Yeah, I write down all of my matches as well. So I've written down my matches since the beginning. And I think last night, actually, Wrestling Open had a show, and that was match number 750 for me, I think.
Oh, my God.
Of all time. So roughly out to like 100 matches a year. So
wow,
yeah,
that's amazing. 750.
Yeah, insane. It's crazy.
And you got more coming up this week. So that last night it was in Cranston.
Yeah, Cranston, Rhode Island. They run every Monday at the Roads on the Pawtuxet Wrestling Open, and they also run every Thursday in Worcester, Massachusetts at the White Eagle. Yeah. So we kind of have the 2 weekly shows going on, which is a really cool experience because there's a lot of promotions that run usually like once a month. But it's very rare to get something that runs weekly, and it streams live on IWTV, which is Independent Wrestling Television. So it's really cool to like learn how to do that style of, it's not just you're going to go out there and have a crazy match once a month. It's like there's people are tuning in every week because they want to see the stories. They want to see what's going on next week. Yeah. And you have to be able to want them to want to come back next week and see it. So it's a really cool experience.
Right. I haven't been keeping up. How did it go with Ichiban?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah. I beat him.
Yeah.
You know, I beat him.
Yeah.
So now that was for the Wrestling Open Championship tournament. That was the semifinals, and I made it all the way there. And now the finals are me and Bear Bronson in 2 weeks on Memorial Day, which is probably going to be a pretty big show for Wrestling Open, especially in Cranston.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been really cool to just see it all grow because I've been at Wrestling Open since the beginning.
Nice. Did you go through the wrestling school they have?
No. That started a little after that, but Bio Pro Wrestling has produced some awesome talents that are on Wrestling Open now, and again, wrestling all over the independents. But yeah, when Wrestling Open started in 2022, I was there since the beginning. So to see it start as this small little organization, and now there's like 2 shows in 2 different states, it's a really cool thing to see.
And then this week, it's Wrestivus, and I think this is the first time they're doing something like this.
Yeah. They used to do something called the Wrestival on like New Year's Eve weekend, where it was like 3 days and then shows all throughout the day. And it's very treacherous because it's a lot of toll on your body for sure if you're on a lot of the shows. But it's still cool for the wrestlers to be like, let's just go all out. Let's like go absolutely crazy. So yeah, this weekend should be pretty stacked for sure.
And it starts with Wrestling Open Thursday night at the
Thursday.
White Eagle.
Yep, Wrestling Open on Thursday at the White Eagle, which I'll be a part of. Then on Friday, WWE ID is doing a showcase of all their wrestlers. And Saturday is when they're doing the 3 shows. It's Blood, Sweat, and Tears Wrestling, which is actually a promotion in Connecticut. They'll be at 2 p.m. Then Combat Zone Wrestling, who's out of Pennsylvania, they'll be running at 5 p.m. And then Pro Wrestling Junkie, who's out of New Jersey, they'll be at 8 p.m. So it's another thing where it's all these companies from all over the state or all over the country can just come together and wrestle in one building. So maybe fans that haven't seen some people from these other promotions can like now see. And I'll be on all 3 of those shows. So I'll be on
all 3 for Saturday?
All 3 for Saturday. And
my gosh.
I've also got another show that night that also starts at 8 p.m. So right after Pro Wrestling Junkie.
Workhorse.
So 4 shows in total that day for me. And then on Sunday they're doing a master class it's like a seminar with Gabe Sapolsky and Timothy Thatcher, and a bunch of people that are on there can get on the shows. And then Monday, Beyond Wrestling is doing a super show. So it's just a full weekend.
Wow.
A full weekend of just opportunities, too, for a lot of wrestlers that want to try to get out there and get your name out. Like, the reason that I got to Wrestling Open and Beyond Wrestling was I would just go there and help out with the ring, just help set up, get done whatever was needed. And that's what you got to do. Like, that's
right.
Still, like, that's really paying your dues in wrestling is so important. And it really just goes to show how much someone really wants it. So I think this weekend is a perfect chance for anyone that's out there that just hasn't gotten that opportunity to just show how much you really care.
Yeah, so Thursday and Friday is at the White Eagle, and I believe Saturday and Sunday is at the Worcester Public Market.
Yes.
Which is like 2 doors down from the White Eagle. And I love seeing, I saw they put on a match there, and they put the ring right in the middle of the food court.
Yes.
And were you at that last
I think
one?
I was, yes, I was at that show. Yeah,
You're like 3 feet away from the Cuban place.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
wild.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Little Havana
wild.
there. And yeah, it was a great time. So, all weekend at the Worcester Public Market. You can get the great food, and you can see some amazing wrestling there. And you can go to Beyond Wrestling online.
Yep, Shop IWTV is where you can get a majority of the tickets and the respective promotions. You can go on their websites and get the tickets. So, yeah, it's a really cool thing. I'm really looking forward to it.
I can't believe you're doing 4.
Yeah, 4 shows in 1 day.
4 in 1 day.
Crazy.
Have you done anything like that before?
Like I was saying, when they did the Wrestival, they did it on New Year's Eve. I would do those, but I don't think it's ever been these many, I guess, high-profile matches because all these promotions are definitely some of the biggest in the country. So the matches are not going to be like, no phone it in. No one's going to be taking it easy. Right. So it's going to be a lot of hard work. But hey, it's motivation. Just keep pushing.
You're
ready.
The workhorse. That's right, man.
Hey, ready.
Yeah,
ready to go.
I'm a big fan of CPA. You ever meet him in the ring?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. Never in the ring. I've never wrestled him yet, but I've met him plenty of times.
Okay. I always like to bring my receipts, make it rain receipts.
You got to.
And then he takes a look at them, and he's like, okay, you can write this off.
That's what he's the best at.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. It's so fun to watch him and so many other people at Wrestling Open. There's so many different characters that we have. There's so many different people, so many different wrestlers. That's the one thing about Wrestling Open is that there's not just one style of person that you're going to see. Guys and girls, you're going to see a variety of anything.
Yeah, it's incredible. And so when you were starting out, you have so many nicknames. Who had the nickname that really you thought was the coolest? Like one day they're going to know me as.
Oh, who had a cool nickname?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good question. Honestly, when I first started getting into like independent wrestling and not just in wrestling all around that wasn't just WWE, I really fell in love with AJ Styles.
Okay.
And they called him the phenomenal AJ Styles. And it really just, you can't just throw that name around like it's nothing. Like, and if you ever go out and watch AJ Styles, he retired this year, but he is one of the best wrestlers of all time, and he is truly phenomenal for sure. So it's definitely one of those things where you want to hear your nickname, and if someone doesn't know, you'd be like, well, why does he call himself this? And then they watch you and they go, oh, well, okay, they're right. They don't want to say, well, where does this come from? So I try to pride myself on that.
And who is Xander Bodie?
That is a very fun story. There's a promotion called Rad Pro Wrestling that runs out of Massachusetts, and it takes place in the late 90s or just throughout all of the 90s. And it's like a time machine hits whenever the show starts, and they go back in time, and they have like these old school like characters. So me and my tag team partner are rollerbladers.
Nice.
So
do you wear them in the ring?
Oh yeah, I have a pair of those shoes that kids will wear, Heelys.
Oh, you got Heelys on?
I come out with some Heelys on because I used to go rollerblading all the time with my mom and my sister when I was in high school. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, why not? Let's give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. It's just one of those things where you can kick back, have fun, be something you're not, and the fans are super into it.
Because I'm looking at your nicknames here. Big Match Dusty, Flash. And then it's like Flash Waller, and then Xander Bodie. And I'm like, who is Xander Bodie? He sounds like some kind of skin cream influencer,
Yeah, it's definitely something. But that's one of those things where it's like, you just like, I remember the promoter hit us up, and he was like, I didn't know if you guys would want to do this. And we're like, of course. This is like, it's so much fun. Like, it's one of those things where the fans are super into it. Some of the other characters they got there are so much fun. And it's a lot less serious than going out there and being the wrestlers that we are, that are very serious and, putting our bodies on the line. We're going out there, and I think his name's Otto Bronzino is my tag partner's name. So Otto Bronzino and Xander Bodie. And I think our tag team name is Lord Shreds. Lord Shreds it is for the rollerbladers. So yeah, it's just, wrestling's really just a show. It's really for everybody.
Well, that's what it's about. It's about fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's intense storylines and incredible, incredible moves in the ring and stuff, but really, and my experience with Beyond Wrestling, like I got to admit, I'm not like a WWE fan. I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but when I first went to Beyond Wrestling at the White Eagle, I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. Why have I been sleeping on this? It is amazing, hugely entertaining, a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, the crowd is like sometimes half the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes it. It's a super intimate experience, too, because the fans are right there.
Yeah,
like they're right next.
It's like
to the
seeing
ring.
A band, and you're right up on the stage, and you guys are right there.
If the fans want to, they can lean up against the ring, and they're right there, right up for the action, and that fires us up sometimes too, because they're banging on the canvas, and we're like it's a really cool experience. So the crowd really does make wrestling. I feel like that's like a lost thing, especially when COVID came around and there were shows running where there were no fans. Yeah, it really made everyone realize like, wow, fans are super important. So I think everyone's just, whether it's 15 people or 1,500 people, let's just take advantage, and like they all bought a ticket regardless. So give
they're
them a
all
show
there
they
for
deserve.
the same reason.
Oh, they're all there to watch a show. Got to entertain them.
Well, Dustin Flash Waller, or is it Dustin the Workhorse Waller?
Hey, I like the Workhorse. That might have to. That
you
might
are,
have,
seriously. I mean, with all the gigs you talked about coming up, man, you are the Workhorse.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely. So Dustin, the Workhorse Waller, see him. So you're going to be at the White Eagle Thursday night?
Yep, Thursday for Wrestling Open, and then Saturday I'll be at every show of the Wrestivus, and then for Monday's Super Show, I'll be there.
All right, so the Wrestivus starting Thursday night, the White Eagle with the Wrestling Open. They'll have it there Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday at the Worcester Public Market down in Kelly Square. Dustin, thank you very much for coming in this morning.
Of course, thank you for having me.
You're from Meriden, Connecticut,
yeah,
right?
Yes.
And you
yes,
still
sir.
live there?
Oh, yeah, born and raised.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the name of the place that steams their burgers?
Ted's.
Ted's? Is that the place?
Steamed. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you couldn't even get me started. Ted's is one of the best. Best in the world. Steamed cheese.
Nice. All right. I just wanted to make sure before I head down there and try to grab one. All right, cool. Dustin Waller, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. We'll post all the information about Wrestivus up on our social media. And if you missed any part of this interview, it'll be up on our website, pikefm.com, shortly after the show, and it'll be on our Facebook page and everything else. So thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.